There were a total of 60 candidates, 58 candidates in 21 groups and 2 ungrouped candidates. As the number of candidates was greater than the number to be elected, there was an election for 6 senators on Saturday, the 21st of August 2010. There were 3,562,802 electors eligible to vote. The number of votes cast at this election in Victoria was 3,350,670. The voter turnout this election was lower than in 2007, with 94.05% of eligible voters exercising their franchise versus 95.59% in 2007. There were 3,218,751 formal votes and 131,919 informal votes. The informality rate increased from 3.3% in 2007 to 3.9% in this election. From the formal votes, the great majority were for group tickets. The remaining 96,486, or 3% of the total of the formal votes, were below the line, numbered preferential votes. And this compares with 66,103, or 2.1% in 2007. So effectively, we had a third more than we had in 2007 to count below the line, so it was a huge job. In accordance with section 273, subsection 8 of the Commonwealth Electoral Act, I determined the quota for the Senate election in Victoria to be 459,822. I am required under section 283 of the Commonwealth Electoral Act to declare the names of the candidates elected and to return the writ to the Governor of Victoria. I hereby declare that the following persons have been elected to serve in the Senate of the Parliament of the Commonwealth of Australia as Senators for the State of Victoria. In the order of election they are Kim John Carr, Michael Ronaldson, Richard Di Natale, Stephen Michael Conroy, Bridget McKenzie and John Manley. I will shortly invite the successful candidates present to speak, and then, if there are any unsuccessful candidates who wish to speak, they may do so. I would like to express my personal appreciation to the AEC staff who've worked long hours over many weeks to deliver this election, and in particular to Irene Lambaris and Margaret Flynn, Mario Cindano, Phoebe Chamberlain and Michael Pryor, who have planned, organised and facilitated the Senate scrutiny. It is truly a huge job. On behalf of the Australian Electoral Commission, I do thank you for your attendance, and I now might ask candidates to speak. The successful candidates first.
Great honour to be elected as a Senator for Victoria, and very simple and humble commitment that I make to Victorians is that I will serve them faithfully in the coming Senate over the next 6 years, particularly those from regional Victoria. Thank you.
I'd like to pay my thanks to the staff of the AEC. I think it's a great thing that we have a truly independent electoral system that serves democracy. To all the people who stood for Parliament, no matter who they are, what party you're from, you've contributed to Australian democracy. I'd like to pay tribute to Senators Julian McGorran and Steve Fielding, who have served the Commonwealth of Australia and the Victorian people and done an admirable job and done what they thought was best. And it takes a lot for people to put themselves out there, and I think people should appreciate the people who've done this in the past and the people who'll do it in the future. And you know, I don't know, humbled, I see there's a great responsibility to represent all the people of Victoria, to give them a voice, to speak out for families, for workers, for manufacturing and for Australia. And it's a great country, and you know, it's been how many weeks now? 4 weeks nearly. And you know, unlike some countries in the world, nobody's going to shove its throats out in the street, and we accept the fact that there's a process, and the process has gone through, and I look forward to a prosperous, free and Australia for all Australians. Thank you.
Janet Rice. I was second on the Greens Senate ticket. I'm here. Richard Dennis Harling was unable to be here this morning, so absolutely fitting in. And certainly from the Greens perspective, we very much also would like to thank the AUC for a terrific election and it managed very well. We feel we're very pleased with our results in the Senate. Richard was the Greens vote elected Richard with a quota in our own right, which was a huge increase on previous elections. So we're looking forward to sort of having that increased numbers in the Senate to be serving Australia well.
Yes, well, we also were really pleased with our result. This was our first experience in a federal election, and I must say the experience was made a lot better by the Australian Electoral Commission. It was amazing how helpful the organisation was for us, and yeah, we look forward to being here for many more years, and you know, congratulate the winning senators. Thanks.
I also congratulate all the winning senators and commiserate with the losers. I know how you feel. Especially congratulations to my coalition colleague, Richard McKenzie over there, and I wish well John Madigan and the DLP, who beat me into the 6th position. They're an enduring party, the DLP. I've had a close association with them going back to 1987. Many of their values and principles, if not all, I share and have represented. Mind you, I would have liked to have continued representing them in the Parliament, but it was not my choice. To the Liberal Party, thank you, and I'm ever grateful for the 4 years I've been part of the team, and ever so privileged to be 11 and a half years in coalition government. I witnessed just how hard it is to run a country, and the difference between spruiking a policy and implementing. So I've seen the thrills and the spills of some 24 years of public life dating back to 1985, and now I have to jump on my horse and leave town with Dodge City behind me and the sunset before me, but it's and look for a new adventure. But it's been a great honour and a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, Ron Guy from the Socialist Alliance, and as a small party, it's been an interesting exercise, to say the least. But it is very hard to get a little bit of the media attention and to push through from the finances that the big parties do have. But all up, it was been a very interesting time to try and get some of the policies up, and there was one policy that the Socialist Alliance launched out front of the Spanish consul, and we didn't manage to get much media in Australia about the issue, but we got over in Algeria, Morocco and Spain, we've got a little bit of coverage over there, so it didn't help much with our underlying votes, but nevertheless, congratulations to all of those senators that have got in, and I hope that in the future, when we go up door knocking in Canberra and obviously demonstrating out front every now and again, that you'll open the door and listen to a few of the policies that the Socialist Alliance have got, especially on Western Sahara. They are a country that hasn't had their right of self-determination for their vote, and East Timor recognises them, gives them diplomatic status, New Guinea, South Africa, so it's 80 other countries recognise them. So the question that we're pushing around is when will Australia give diplomatic status to Western Sahara? So congratulations again, and we'll see you at the next elections, no doubt.
Hi, I'm Vicky Jansen from the Christian Democratic Party, and I'd just like to congratulate all the senators, and it's been a wonderful opportunity representing a small party. It's quite a different experience, and it was wonderful to see how the preferential voting system actually works so we can assist others to get in. And I just wanted to comment on the polling day at the booths, actually, the wonderful cooperation there was between the parties, and we just had a wonderful time. We were working quite closely with the Liberal Party actually, but others as well, and so I thought it was a wonderful example of how democracy works, that we could all have completely different ideologies but work so well together. So thank you.
Formally declare this declaration closed.